of the Lincas Group, a fee-based registered investment advisor specializing in financial planning, investment management, insurance strategies, and more. LincasGroup.com, investing for life.
Hospice of the Valley, a not-for-profit community hospice for patients nearing end of life and support for their families. HOV.org.
They have superpower vision, incredible hearing, and unique flight skill.
It's just like aircraft. They can fly very slow, very controlled.
How do owls have these amazing abilities? Meet Luna and Lily to learn about owls' superpowers.
Tonight at 7 on Arizona PBS. Explore new ideas and new worlds here on Arizona PBS, a community service of Arizona State University.
See this playset? There used to be a pickup truck sitting there, a truck I didn't use and didn't want. So I donated it to public television, and they took care of everything. In addition to supporting my favorite programs, I earned a tax deduction. Turn something you don't need into something you really want. Contact the Vehicle Donation Program.
Coming up next on Arizona PBS, Life and World.
PBS Online. Share, tweet, watch.
Coming soon to Arizona PBS.
Coming up on Austin City Limits.
Saturday night at 11 on Arizona PBS. Support for Arizona PBS comes from viewers like you and from
AARP in Phoenix thinks today should be your day. So get active and help keep Phoenix in motion, or get involved in improving your community. Take on today and every day. Learn how at aarp.org/Phoenix.
Whitfill Nursery, proud to support Arizona PBS, a Valley tradition since 1946. Over 200 acres of Arizona-grown trees, citrus, and palms. Complete custom design and installation. And Whitfill Nursery still does the digging. WhitfillNursery.com.
From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
One Arizona woman is now at the center of the Kavanaugh hearing, but not to testify. The GOP chose the highly experienced attorney Rachel Mitchell to lead the Kavanaugh prosecution. Plus, a wastewater pipe is failing. It flows from Mexico into Arizona for the water to be treated, and we travel to Nogales to see the environmental impact firsthand. And how one volunteer group is cleaning up the beaches in California to keep more trash from entering the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Jennifer Alvarez.
And I'm Bryce Newberry. Thank you for joining us. With just hours left until the hearing for Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh, President Donald Trump is calling allegations against Kavanaugh false and a, quote, con job by the Democrats. Meanwhile, in Arizona, prosecutor is set to question one of Kavanaugh's accusers, while an Arizona senator is pleading for civility. GOP leaders are on deadline, setting a Judiciary Committee meeting for Friday despite tomorrow's scheduled hearing for accuser Christine Blasey Ford. New legal documents show Ford passed an unverified polygraph test administered by a former FBI agent. Today, Arizona Senator Jeff Flake, who serves on the Judiciary Committee, said this confirmation process has dehumanized Kavanaugh and his accusers.
And so I will say to these witnesses, these human beings, we owe you both a sincere apology. An apology is inadequate, of course, but it's a start. We can't very well undo the damage that has been done, but we can govern our own behavior as we go through this painful hearing tomorrow and in the days afterwards. We must do that, lest we do even more damage.
This is one of the highest quality people that I've ever met, and everybody that knows him says the same thing. And these are all false to me. These are false accusations in certain cases, and certain cases, even the media agrees with that. I can only say that what they've done to this man is incredible.
Maricopa County Prosecutor Rachel Mitchell will be questioning witnesses tomorrow at the Kavanaugh hearing. Reporter Gabriela Becerra is here to explain her role.
Rachel Mitchell has served as a prosecutor since 1993. She will now take on the task of interviewing Kavanaugh's first accuser of sexual assault. I spoke with one of Mitchell's former colleagues, Rick Romley. He says this task will be unlike Mitchell's job as a sex crimes prosecutor. Former Maricopa County Attorney Rick Romley used to work with Rachel Mitchell at the county attorney's office. He says she is a qualified sex crimes prosecutor.
She exercises pretty good judgment. She's low-key. She is not one to generally do any grandstanding. Very professional in the way she conducts herself in court.
But he would have counseled Mitchell against being involved with the Kavanaugh hearings.
She's going to be thrown into it, and it's going to be a baptism that most never would experience, and so it's going to be tough for her.
Romley says not having time to prepare, an investigation, or witnesses are some of the challenges that go along with this assignment.
That's going to cause her some internal struggles on figuring out how to proceed and yet try to be fair in the proceedings.
In a news release, Maricopa County Attorney Bill Montgomery says the American people can be confident that Rachel Mitchell's experience as a conscientious prosecutor trained to seek justice, protect victims, and pursue truth will assist the Senate Judiciary Committee in performing its important task. Mitchell is currently on leave as Deputy County Attorney and Chief of the Special Victims Division in the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. In the Broadcast Center, Gabriela Becerra, Cronkite News.
Cindy McCain is endorsing Doug Ducey for re-election as Arizona's governor. The announcement came on Ducey's website earlier this morning. Cindy McCain said, quote, "I am proud to support Governor Ducey and encourage all Arizonans to join me." The widow of former Senator John McCain currently serves as co-chair of the Governor's Council on Human Trafficking.
Meanwhile, a rise in human trafficking in Arizona sparked a discussion in a hearing chaired by Arizona Congresswoman Martha McSally today in Washington. As reporter Ian Solomon found out, the problem is growing in Native American communities.
At a hearing of a House Homeland Security Subcommittee today, lawmakers heard that human trafficking is a problem that's too common and too commonly not discussed.
Human trafficking may seem like a problem happening far away from home, but sadly that's not the case.
One witness told the House panel that there has been an explosion of trafficking in humans, for work or for sex, since the advent of the internet.
Data released earlier this year by the National Human Trafficking Hotline showed that Arizona had a 200% increase in human trafficking cases between 2012 and 2017. And while this puts all citizens in danger, certain populations are at a higher risk.
Michelle Demert is Chief Justice for the Central Council of the Tlingit and Haida Indian tribes. She testified that Native Americans and those living on reservations are particularly vulnerable to traffickers.
A proportionate number of women or girls in child welfare proceedings who often end up in trafficking situations. We also are vulnerable with a young population, poor.
Demert says gaps between federal and tribal law make it harder to prosecute the traffickers, making tribal areas even more attractive to the crime. Witnesses told the panel that they are making progress, but that more needs to be done, and that includes working to increase visibility about the crime, a plan McSally echoed.
Because human trafficking is happening right here in our backyards, and the victims of the tragic crimes are often hidden in plain sight.
In Washington, D.C., Ian Solomon, Cronkite News.
This afternoon, the Phoenix City Council meeting will decide if it will make any changes to the 5-mile light rail expansion in South Phoenix. Opponents of the expansion have been very vocal in the past few months. Local businesses and residents say they want to keep the 4 lanes currently on Central Avenue instead of the 2 that are planned. They also worry about the 4 scheduled years of construction. The Chief of Staff for Phoenix Councilman Sal DeCiccio says he doesn't think today's special meeting will change anything.
Politicians and staff here were very clear right from the start that they were going to go forward with the 2-lane configuration, and they've spent a few months appeasing the public with this. As I said, it's a dog and pony show.
City officials say that since June, bilingual staff members have visited more than 5,000 homes, businesses, and organizations and held 6 community meetings to address concerns about the extension.
A trans-border pipeline that brings wastewater from Mexico to the U.S. is nearly 70 years old, in need of repairs, and causing problems at the water treatment plant. Back in the 1940s, the U.S. and Mexico agreed to treat the sewage here to U.S. standards. I traveled to the border to see the problems. When Marilyn French St. George retired with her husband to Green Valley, Arizona, water quality wasn't top of mind. But that's changed.
Communities like mine that are out in the suburbs and not in the loop of the reclamation system up in Tucson, we may be left out to dry.
That worry brought her to a packed public meeting in Tubac on the health of the Santa Cruz River.
It's coming from Mexico and Nogales, Arizona.
This is one supply of the river's lifeblood, a wastewater treatment plant in Rio Rico, Arizona. 14 million gallons of wastewater are treated here every day, adding up to more than 5 billion gallons a year. The water travels through the International Outfall Interceptor sewage pipeline. Construction first began nearly 70 years ago. We're along the U.S.-Mexico border, and just across the street is where the IOI pipe starts. It then travels 9 miles north, where the raw sewage is treated. Then, the wastewater is sent into the Santa Cruz River. Last July, the pipe broke, spewing millions of gallons of raw sewage and toxic heavy metals into streams that feed the Santa Cruz River. That section of pipe has been fixed, but the entire pipe needs long-standing repairs. There are plans to line the pipe with fabric coated in special resin. The cost, almost $25 million. Most of that money would come from federal funds, but Arizona has to come up with nearly $5 million. This is where raw sewage waste ends up. This is one of the last ponds before the liquids and solids are separated, and the solids are sent to a landfill. It takes 12 hours of processing before this water goes into the river, according to the assistant plant manager who gave us a tour.
There's bacteria and microorganisms there that eat organics. Basically, they eat the sewage that comes in the water.
Those bacteria struggle to survive when metals like nickel, copper, and zinc are present. Earlier this year, a spike in zinc in the wastewater caused concerns.
So the levels were high enough to impair the operational efficiency of the plant, specifically the microbiology.
Glycerin helps keep the microbes active when water toxicity gets too high. If the bacteria dies off, ammonia could end up in the river. Even though the hazards are high, the water is worth a lot to Arizona. $2.1 million every year. Without it, the river could shrink from 18 to only 6 miles in Santa Cruz County, leaving residents like Marilyn French St. George dry.
I'm of an age where I don't want to be moving in my 80s because there's no water. Or the value of my home is diminished considerably because of poorer water quality.
As for taking care of the metals in the water, officials are looking for options to either certify labs in Mexico to test and monitor metal levels there. Otherwise, a U.S. lab may have to step up and support the effort to ensure compliance. The local funds to repair the pipe still aren't available. A spokeswoman from the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality told Cronkite News, quote, "The conversations surrounding the settlement are ongoing with the federal government. ADEQ remains engaged with local communities and stakeholders as the process continues. But there's no word on when those negotiations will wrap up."
Some relief for the victims of Hurricane Florence will soon be on the way from Phoenix. St. Mary's Food Bank has been preparing for the send-off. Over the past few days, volunteers have been signing boxes to let those know that have been affected by Hurricane Florence that the people of Arizona are with them. Tomorrow, 15,000 to 20,000 pounds of food will be sent by a truck on a 2-day journey to Charleston, South Carolina. From there, the food will be distributed to different areas affected by the hurricane.
You know, we're familiar here in Arizona with things like fires, forest fires, we have floods, we have things that happen, and we often need the help from other agencies outside of Arizona to help us to get through rough times. And we want to make sure that we're there for folks in other communities when they have a tough time. We want to step up as one of the largest food banks in the country and say, hey, how is it that we can help?
Brown says the food that's being sent to North Carolina is the same food that reaches 45,000 Arizonans in emergency food boxes a month, so it's important to continue donating food. St. Mary's is a first responder to many national disasters.
What was created to help adults stop smoking is now considered an epidemic itself.
Coming up on Cronkite News, we check in with one Arizona school district starting a campaign to get students to say no to vaping.
Plus, we take you inside a special facility where Valley adults with autism can find a place of their own.
Join Emmy Award-winning CNN anchor Anderson Cooper as he receives the 2018 Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism, attracting industry leaders from the media, politics, business, and education. The award luncheon is the Cronkite School's signature fundraising event. Tickets for the luncheon ceremony on Wednesday, October 17th at the Sheraton Grand in Phoenix are available for sale at cronkite.asu.edu/luncheon or call 602-496-0482.
Vanish the Vape. It's an effort to stop e-cigarette smoking among teens. I went to Tempe to see how this campaign is taking shape at one school. They come in all shapes and sizes. Some even look just like flash drives.
Kids don't really realize what it is that they're getting into.
And now, an alarming number of teens use e-cigarette or vaping devices to smoke.
We didn't predict what I now believe is an epidemic of e-cigarette use among teenagers. The FDA will not tolerate a whole generation of young people becoming addicted to nicotine as a trade-off for enabling adults to have unfettered access to these same products.
The FDA announced their largest enforcement effort in history earlier this month. The commissioner says the FDA issued over 1,300 warnings and fines to retailers who illegally sold e-cigarette products to children and teens. And they're not the only ones trying to stop minors from smoking. The Tempe Union High School District is launching a new campaign for its schools called Vanish the Vape.
An initiative by the district to say this is a concern, this is something that we as a district need to help educate our students and community members and stakeholders that there's some bad things associated with it that people just aren't aware.
It focuses on the consequences and effects of vaping, and students are also getting involved.
I have to help, I have to put this out there just so people can hear it from one of their own. You know, it doesn't seem like it's just some old head talking to you. It's somebody you know, it's somebody you grew up with.
The campaign will use posters, videos, and social media to get the message across.
Don't disappear in a cloud of your own smoke. Vanish the vape.
And the hope that this initiative will go far beyond the classroom.
I think this is going to be heard and seen a lot, not just here in Tempe and not just here in Arizona, but I think this is going to start going, nationwide.
The Center for Disease Control and Prevention considers e-cigarettes unsafe for minors and young adults, as the nicotine in many of the products can harm adolescent brain development.
A local nonprofit has built apartments designed for adults with autism to help them transition into a more independent life. Cronkite News reporter John Cardinelli was at the grand opening of this new home.
People gathered, people counted down for the grand opening of First Place Phoenix.
First Place is a new, innovative opportunity for people with autism and other different abilities to pursue housing options, to choose where they want to live. It is integrated into the fabric of our community.
Denise Resnick, founder of First Place Phoenix, has been working on this project for 21 years. Her son Matt was diagnosed with autism. She wanted to create a program where residents with autism could be more independent.
First Place includes 55 apartments. They're 1-, 2-, and 4-bedroom apartments with a capacity of 79 people. We're also including, of those 79, 10 doctoral or medical residents, and they live among the very population they want to serve.
First Place is an 81,000 square foot building that cost $15.4 million to build, and a lot of thought went into the design.
So we wanted it to be more than just a great room, more than just a great space. We wanted to get people out of their rooms, out of their units, and interacting and creating friendships, creating bonds that are gonna, hopefully last a lifetime.
The Lego Lounge, community kitchen, pool, and game room are designed to encourage interaction. Stuart Kemp, who's a resident, says spaces like these have helped him make friends.
When I first got here in the first place, I had no friends. I didn't know how to make friends. I didn't know how to introduce myself. I didn't know how to shake hands. I didn't know how to do anything. But now I do.
It is relationships that are beneficial to the process of being independent, as residents feel uplifted by one another's support during the process. A support that exists because Resnick followed her dream.
It is humbling, it is exciting, it is nerve-wracking, it is a dream come true.
In Phoenix, John Cardinelli, Cronkite News.
Trash and plastic continue to build up in our oceans.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how volunteers dedicate one day a year to do a full beach cleanup and help reduce the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
Fall is officially here, but it still feels like summer here in the valley. I'll tell you when we can expect to see those temperatures begin to drop coming up.
As journalists at Cronkite News, we report on stories that matter to you by focusing on the local impact. We dig deeper and work tirelessly to keep you informed.
Live in Wickerburg.
Live in Los Angeles.
In Cleveland.
In Washington.
In Louisville.
From Jerusalem.
Live in Philadelphia. From around the world to right here in Phoenix.
At Cronkite News, we report the facts and stick to the truth.
I'm Ted Simons, host and managing editor of Arizona Horizon. The 2018 election season has arrived. Join us for primary and general election debates. Right here, meet the candidates and hear their positions. Arizona Horizon, your source for what matters most this election season. Only on Arizona PBS.
The stretch of ocean between California and Hawaii is full of plastic. It's known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Each year in California, there's a day-long effort to clean up beaches and keep this trash from going into the ocean. Emily Four reports on one cleanup effort in Santa Monica from our Los Angeles bureau.
So actually my wife made this for me, and she had a lot of fun doing it. This is some of the things that we pick up.
Art Salter's garbage-pinned hat reflects 10 years of coming out to the Santa Monica Pier North to pick up trash on the coast.
We have bottle caps and we have paper cups and plastic straws and plastic spoons that instead of putting them in the trash can, they just leave them on the sand.
Salter became involved in ocean preservation 10 years ago. That's when he noticed trash during a trip to the beach with his family. He's been leading Heal the Bay's Santa Monica Pier North cleanup site ever since.
Today, I don't know if you noticed, but we're using buckets. We're not using trash bags.
This year, volunteers use plastic bins such as these to collect trash and keep our coast clean. Salter hopes the work he and volunteers do will help to keep plastic from reaching the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association says the plastic that litters the patch is constantly moving between California and Hawaii, so it's difficult to estimate its exact size.
It's massive. It really kind of scares me a little bit, to be honest with you.
Beth Polidoro is an associate professor of marine toxicology at Arizona State University. She says about 80% of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is made up of plastic pollution, but there are simple steps to reduce plastic use and keep pollution from entering the ocean.
Use stainless steel water bottles. Don't drink out of plastic water bottles. There already are solutions out there.
Polidoro says efforts like Heal the Bay's Coastal Cleanup Day are a stepping stone to helping keep plastic out of the ocean. In Santa Monica, Emily Four, Cronkite News.
Art Salter says there are about 1,000 cleanup sites in California. LA County saw a total of 12,500 volunteers and 37,000 pounds of trash collected.
Temperatures are still in those triple digits, but we might be getting some relief early next week.
Haley Brand is in our weather center with your forecast.
That's right, it was another hot day here in the valley today. Right now we're sitting at a warm 100 degrees, which is actually a couple of degrees above average for this time of year. And that heat is going to continue into tomorrow. We're going to top out around 105 here in Phoenix. Hot spot in the state down in Yuma at 107, 77 up in Flagstaff. But the good news is, although our days may be warm, we are starting to cool off just a touch as we go into our evenings tomorrow night. 78 here in Phoenix, and we're going to reach even the upper 30s to mid 40s up in the high country. And we're going to see that trend of low temperatures continue into next week as we track Hurricane Rosa. This is a storm right now. Currently sits about 500 miles south of the Cabo San Lucas area, and it was upgraded to a Category 1 storm this morning. Over this weekend and into the beginning of next week, that storm is going to travel up and bring some moisture into the southwestern parts of the United States, which means we could expect rain as early as Sunday. And the greatest chance for thunderstorms next week for us here in Phoenix is going to be on Tuesday. And even better news, our temperatures are going to cool off to about 10 degrees below average on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. In the Cronkite Weather Center, I'm Haley Brand.
Some Arizonans travel to the nation's capital, hoping to bring a light of hope in the fight against cancer.
Coming up on Cronkite News, we'll take you to a moving demonstration invoking the memory of the late Senator John McCain.
I'm Matt Berry, ESPN Sports Center anchor and graduate of ASU's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. With its bachelor's and master's degrees in sports journalism, the Cronkite School is preparing the next generation of sports journalists to tell stories that matter, stories that excite, inspire, and inform. Cronkite immerses students in covering sports at all levels in one of the country's top sports markets. It's this hands-on experience under the guidance of award-winning sports media veterans that shape the top journalists of tomorrow.
Here at Cronkite News, we have producers who craft shows that make an impact on our community. Our broadcasts allow students to be involved in all levels of production, from producing to directing. We are guided by highly respected professionals who mentor the journalists of tomorrow. From technical directing to teleprompting and beyond, our production crew works tirelessly to produce meaningful and award-winning shows. We are Cronkite News on Arizona PBS.
Several Arizonans were among those who lit tens of thousands of candles around the Lincoln Memorial last night to remember cancer victims, including Senator John McCain. Reporter Daniel Pearl takes us to the event.
33,000 candles shined bright around the reflecting pool on a muggy September night in Washington, each one representing a life lost to cancer.
Just most recently, we had a close family friend pass away from cancer, and watching their family go through that just gave me more fuel in my fire.
Elise Patel is the Arizona grassroots manager for the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network. She brought Arizonans from each congressional district to lobby on Capitol Hill for funding for cancer research.
Arizona is a huge research hub when it comes to dollars that are allocated from both the National Institute of Health and the National Cancer Institute. And we know research saves lives and is the hope of the future.
The 33,000 candles, each placed in a bag, reflected just how many are affected directly or indirectly by cancer. This message was especially poignant for Arizona's Congress members.
In light of Senator John McCain's passing, this issue was very real to every office that we walked in today and felt very close to home.
Patel said her volunteers didn't think they were ready to talk to elected leaders, but found their voice soon enough.
They realized that cancer is a nonpartisan issue. It affects everyone. It doesn't discriminate. And as a result of that, there's a ton of power in stories.
In Washington, Daniel Pearl, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and the PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, it's another debate sponsored by Clean Elections. We will hear from the two candidates for state treasurer. Treasurer's debate on the next Arizona Horizon.
I'm Amna Navaz in Santa Barbara, California, our final stop on a 3-state tour as we get an inside look at some innovative ideas for tackling our planet's enormous plastic problem. All that on the next PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.
I'm Ted Simons, host and managing editor of Arizona Horizon. The 2018 election season has arrived. Join us for primary and general election debates. Right here, meet the candidates and hear their positions. Arizona Horizon, your source for what matters most this election season. Only on Arizona PBS. Coming up next, it's the Democratic and Republican candidates for state treasurer.
Explore new ideas and new worlds here on Arizona PBS, a community service of Arizona State University.
Arizona PBS deeply appreciates every gift we receive, and we are proud to honor our Executive Society. These supporters believe in the mission of public television and are making a real impact in our community. If you would like to join the Executive Society, please call the number below or log on to azpbs.org to join. Thank you.
Coming up next on Arizona PBS, Life and World.
I knew what I was accepting when my passage out here was paid. To marry a man I'd never set eyes on before.
I like the look of you. We've waited 12 years for this.
You have been brought here as the property of your husband, and you will behave accordingly.
What if these men have been on their own for so long they're not men anymore?
If we are to be free, we must possess their minds, their souls.
Sunday night at 6 on Arizona PBS.
PBS Online. Share, tweet, watch.
Support for Arizona PBS comes from viewers like you and from...
At Arizona Oncology, we know each cancer is unique, and so is every patient we treat. Our team is dedicated to providing advanced care, innovative technology, and personalized treatment options to patients right here in our community.
Support comes from Citizens Clean Elections Commission, your source for unbiased voter information. Watch an upcoming debate and vote informed this election. Visit azcleanelections.gov/debates for dates and ways to watch.
Arizona Highways Magazine is for people who strive to enjoy and are inspired by Arizona's unique outdoor experience, rich history, and diverse culture. Subscription information at arizonahighways.com/PBS.
Like you, we get up and go to work every day. We're on the job, keeping you connected at home, at work, and to what matters most. Others count on you, so you can count on us. We're here restoring power quickly when storms hit, even fixing issues before they happen. We're making solar more reliable, investing in battery storage, and constantly updating the grid. We're here working 24/7, keeping Arizona on.